All right, welcome. Hi, this is Mr. Martinez. You made it this far. You are on your final, and kudos to you. Congratulations. This class, learning to think like an artist, be an artist, is fairly difficult to accomplish in a few days, and you're doing it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and look at the lesson, and we're going to talk about the key points. Really, you should be really proud of what you've done so far, and keep it up. All right, so what we have here is the final day. It's the one with the person holding the heart. Pretty cool drawing. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. What we have here is a mural by Scott Crimson. So we have is you're going to be clicking on 4 parts, 1, 2, 3, 4. And to submit the work, you're going to click on the submit button. Also, if you want to be informed by the rubric and make sure that you are creating artwork that's going to give you the best grade possible, you want to follow the rubric, so you want to click on that. Down below are the 4 components, looking at an example of the final product. Number 2, watching the introduction. Number 3, taking the emotive quiz. And then lastly, complete your final art project focusing on the theme. So if we click on 1, the very first thing I want to show you is an example of the goal behind the project. The goal behind the project is to come up with a theme, like thinking of a word specifically or an idea that you want to capture in your art, whether it be inspiring or the feeling of fear or sadness or happiness or excitedness. In this art piece, I'm not going to give you the exact word that's being portrayed here, but the original is a Norman Rockwell painting by the name of Breaking Home Ties, about a boy leaving home. Dad is smoking a cigarette, looks a little sad, not willing to show it. But you could tell that his longing eyes are basically saying, like, don't go, or whatever. You can see that he's exhausted. He's a working man. And then the boy has a sticker on the luggage that's kind of giving you a clue as to where the boy might be leaving. On the right, you have Jake Bendis' Dreamers. If you look at the postures of each of the characters, you can see some obvious connections, and you can also see some obvious changes that the artist has made. Jake Bendis is an artist from Seattle. He's pretty well known. He has pieces in Europe and here all over the States. And he's well respected especially by the Latino community. What we have here is a piece called Dreamers. Same longing face in the father's eyes. The father is dressed like a campesino, right, with an LA Dodgers hat, very indicative of like West Coast culture. We have here next to him is his boy, who's very eager. It looks like his bus or train or whatever might be pulling in, and you can see the boy's wearing his wireless headphones. You still have a dog with a longing look on his eyes, and the same luggage and basically the same books stacked on top of the luggage. Is it saying the exact same story? Absolutely not. Telling the story through your eyes, making your own personal connections is what art is all about. But I do want to say that you can actually steal from other artists. It is a well-known fact that every artist borrows from every artist. That's how we build on movements. That's how we build our style. But I don't know a single artist that has never borrowed, copied, stolen from another artist. So here's an opportunity for you to grow super fast as an idea maker, and that's by looking at other people's art, saying, hey, what could I do if I were that artist, or what would they do if they had my idea? Look at the question both ways, and that's how you're going to end up with this final idea. So your goal, this project, is to borrow from others to make your own art. Notice the similarities in these examples. We've already done that. I want to leave you, before we move on, with a quote by the great Pablo Picasso. Pablo Picasso once said, good artists borrow, great artists steal. Just a little food for thought.